Hello YouTube and welcome to a new video on this channel where we're going to pretty much be reacting and tearing up the openings of Super Sentai Rangers, the original source material of Power Rangers. So yeah, I don't have much else other to say than like I grew up with this. Not all of them, of course. I mostly grew up with the ones I think from 91 to about 2010, actually no, 2011 actually, because I think 2011 was the years I stopped watching, and then I think I came back for 2015, and I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. Everything else I mostly just saw bits and clips of. Other than that, yeah. So that's kind of my history with Super Sentai. Definitely grew up with some of them, as you guys will see my reactions, because hard nostalgia factor. So yeah, let's go ahead and react. So this one's Go Ranger. This is one of the series where, like, you can tell where the music, what era the music is from. And I'll try to be objective as possible, and my criteria are pretty much like, does it match the visuals, and if it's catchy. So if it doesn't match the visuals and it's not that catchy, other than that, it's like, it gotta be like at least okay music, you know? I put it C tier. I thought it was okay. It wasn't amazing, but it's okay. Jaka? Jaka? Is that how they say it? Jaka? Interesting. I do remember seeing these from the DVDs that would be like the mega crossovers. I do remember seeing these guys. I think the third one is the worst costumes in all of history. I'm not really liking this one. I'm not really liking this one. Like, magician, sleight of handy, like cards. Was this around like James Bond era or something? Or during the era when like doing magic or like, you know, sleight of hand tricks was super popular in Japan? I don't know. If you guys do know, like, what was the basis behind Jaka or Jakyu, comment it down below, because I really don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of this one. I would put this one D tier. Oh, this one. Battle Fever J. This one, I swear, dude. I swear. It does not look like a Sentai. It looks like a knockoff that you would see probably from like another country. I don't know what kind of country, but hey, you know, you would probably see it somewhere. I think these costumes are like the biggest step back. Like, you got pushed off a hill back. Oh, swimming pool scene. I have a feeling that's going to be a pretty natural thing at this point. Mostly because as far as I know, Japan really does like their their onsens and whatnot. So I'm guessing swimming pools would be a big thing too. The music's okay. I would put it C tier, but if it was just based off of the costumes, F tier. F tier. Like, I don't want to see the costumes. Like, they're the worst costumes ever. I like it. It sounds okay. I definitely will put it... Yeah, I'll put it above Battle Fever J. Swimming pool scene again. Oh yeah, another thing about swimming pools, like, you see a lot of, like, what do you call it? Oh, like, swimming classes type of stuff in, like, a lot of anime, so it makes sense, too. Yeah, it's okay. It's nothing crazy, but it's okay. Taiyo Sentai Sun Vorten. Okay. They did the like swimming pool scene. That's 3 in a row now. Like, honestly, I'm gonna put Battle J Fever like D tier, but above Jaka, because I think I'm gonna put everything above it. So I'm just gonna put it D tier. Yeah, I think Sun Volcan's okay. It's definitely like bottom C tier for me though. It's not the worst thing to listen to, but it's okay. Go-Go 5. Oh no, not Go-Go 5. Goggle 5. Alright, I like the music. Oh yeah, you can definitely tell they're like evolving the means of making the costumes. They're becoming more like, what do you call it? Skin tight latex? It sounds okay. Let's see. Denziman, I'll put it above Go Ranger. And Goggle 5, I will put it behind Denziman. It's an enjoyable song. It's not the craziest song. I would rather it be a lot more upbeat. Dynamite. Hagaku Sentai. Dynamite. Oh! Okay, I like this. I like this. Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan looking. Is he supposed to be a ninja? B tier. I like this one. First one, B tier. So, I totally forgot to sort out the Sentai or spin-offs. So these are the non-Sentai spin-offs. These are definitely not Sentai. You honestly cannot really argue with that. Like that, nah, nah, man. Dynamon, I like it. I think it's catchy. It works. A lot of explosions. Biomon. Chodenshi. I wonder why they always took out like the. They sometimes take out the middle like Sentai part. It is a beat. I can't say it's catchy. I am gonna put it behind Goggle 5. I'm gonna put it behind Goggle 5. I think the music is okay. Like, it's a beat, but then, yeah, nothing else about it is all that great. I do like the, not really the harmony in this, but the way he's singing this at this part is okay. And then that robot at the bottom there, his legs are cut off. Changeman. Oh, you can tell the costumes are getting better now. I think the costumes were getting good at Bioman. That's when they started like, oh, let's go with the latex spandex, or what was it? Not latex spandex. The polyester? Is that the right word? Whatever people use instead of cotton nowadays. Changeman though. Very military-esque. I've never seen this one, so I'm guessing they're very military inspired. This is 85. What were they doing in 85? I will put a C tier. I'll put a C tier. I'll put it middle C tier. I do think it's upbeat. I think it kind of matches the visuals, but yeah, it's not a like game-changing song. Flashman. Okay, it's ramping. No, it's nothing special right now. It's nothing special right now. Okay. It's getting a little bit better, but it's not all that great still. I will put it above Changeman though. I'll put it above Changeman. I don't know if it's just me or like it's just the music. I'm just not really digging it. Now that's a bodybuilder. Holy moly. Honestly, I admire people who like bodybuild. Like I'll think like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Masked Man, best costumes of that generation of Super Sentai. Like I think Masked Man has one of the best suits. like just based off of the helmet alone. But yeah, that kind of bodybuilders, like, yo, that the hard work and dedication to get like that body, man. Yeah, honestly, very admirable, respectable. Is that wushu? I don't know what type of martial arts that was. Definitely know it's like a Chinese martial art. I like it. I like it. But it's honestly kind of a forgettable song to me. I will put it above Bioman. If it was based off of costumes, I'd put it probably B tier. What's this one? Life Man. I do think that some of these have like some of the like worst like naming ever. I think like what was it? Goggle 5, that name just doesn't work for me. Flashman doesn't work for me, but oh, what's another one? Let's see, Sun Vulcan, I like it. What else? Battle Fever J, that one just like nah. Oh yeah, this one has the animals on the helmet too. Okay. Okay. I'll put it high C tier. I'll put it at the top of C tier. Oh, the moonwalk. Alright, what's this one? Turbo Ranger. Okay, there's an echo. I honestly don't have much to say about this one. It's okay. Okay, it got better. It got better. Okay. I will put it above Densey Man. No. Behind Densey Man. I think I like the song, but it's not catchy and it hooks you. Five Man. Oh, this is another one that's like the naming sense is like off to me. Like 5 Man. Yes, there's 5 people. I forget if these guys are like, I forgot if they make these people like, oh, swimming pool scene again. I forgot if they make these students like, not students, but these people like students, like in Mega Ranger. Beach scene where they're training. Okay. Okay. Something that could possibly be hooky and catch you. Now the question is, can I imagine myself doing the whoa, whoa, whoa later on throughout like the week. I will put it above Denzi Man for now. Alright, now we're getting to the era that I watched. Not really a part of, because this is still before me, but this is the era that I watched. Of course, I don't think the era starts until Zenkaiger, but yeah. You know what, now that I listen to it, nothing in my brain is like lighting up. I probably just don't remember. I don't think I remember watching the opening a lot. I do think that the costumes are really cool in this one though, because they're all based off of like different types of birds. A vulture? Oh lord. Chose one of the most disgusting birds. Have you guys ever watched that something Geographic? It's that one guy who just like ruins like cute looking animals for you. Gentleman, I will put it behind Life Man. It is kind of nostalgic, but not really. Alright, hopefully Zenkaiger is good. Hopefully the opening is good. Okay, it's good. Okay, no, that dropped me off. This dropped me off. It's not hype. It's not like dinosaur. Like I see dinosaurs. I see action. I see explosions. I want something more hype. This is like a slice of life anime now. Like this is like a slice of life anime, but worse. Not to hate on slice of life anime. I love my slice of life anime, but like this song just doesn't work right now. I gotta put D tier. It just doesn't match the visuals. It's not catchy at all to me. And honestly, it's a very lackluster song. It's such a lackluster song for such a good series. I think they also have these reruns on tokusatsu or tokusatsu on Twitch. Gosei Sentai Dairanger! What I grew up with! I watched all of this. I had the VHS tapes. The Dragon Zord. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! Oh, hell yeah! High B tier. High B tier. Also, I only found this out probably like a couple years ago, but Dairanger was one of the most popular Sentais. I think that came out of Japan during the time. Like, it was super popular. I really enjoyed it too. Like, I had a crap load of the VHS tapes because, like, you know, my aunt that came from Japan, I don't know if I ever asked her, but I was like, hey, this one, really cool. And then my mom, I was like, hey mom, you ever see this one? Get this one. And also, mostly I liked it because, like, it was a dragon. I loved dragons growing up. Also, White Tiger Zord, loved White Ranger. Like, it was awesome. Also, this is the one that Mighty Morphin took a part of. They pretty much just took the White Ranger, and they took the Zords. That's pretty much it. But yeah, Dairanger, awesome. Super awesome. Kakurenja, the ninjas. Oh, and they dress up as ninjas. Oh, and they all have different helmets too. That's cool. Oh, why did the Blue Ranger appear green? That was weird. '94. Oh yeah, this is the Sentai that they made the what it was. They made the Mighty Morphin movie based off of. Yeah, the Frog Zord. There it is. The Frog Zord and then the Wolf Zord. Oh, there it is. And then the Hawk. Yeah, there it is. Like you notice it. Oh god. I need some water. But you notice it. I wonder if this series ever had a 6th Ranger. High C tier. Oranger! I grew up with this one too. I had a lot of VHS tapes of this one. I don't know who in my family has it now, but I really like this one. I think the thing I remember the most was the Gold Ranger's appearance. That's what I remember the most. Also, the Red Ranger has one of the most protagonist-y faces. Like, yeah, look at that. Look at that. If that's not a protagonist-looking face, I don't know what is. Like, when you draw, like, in the 90s, when they drew a anime protagonist's face, that's the face of the man. Like, straight up. Ode! B tier. Nostalgia bias? I don't care. Nostalgia all the way. I love this one. I like it less than Dairanger because Dairanger was just a whole nother beast. But Oranger was awesome. It was awesome. Kaiju. Another one that I wish that a Turbo Ranger and Car Ranger kind of switched. But, like, you know, I guess it made sense for the time. Because their faces are based off of, like, the fronts of cars. It would have been crazy if the back of their helmets were based off of the back of cars, too. That would have been crazy. I think these suits were the ones that I didn't really like that much. Because, well, when I was a kid, I wasn't much of a car person. I'm not much of a car person now either, though. I'll put a high C tier. High C tier. I put it above Kakurejo. I like a little bit more upbeat. Mega Ranger! Yeah, my voice cracked a little bit. I literally just woke up and I need to drink some water, but it's fine. This one is hyper nostalgic. I had a lot of DVDs for this one. Not DVDs, VHS tapes. All this stuff was VHS tapes. I forgot when the era of the DVDs was. I will say this. I kind of grew up like a boomer in a way, but not like baby boomer. Like Gen X boomer, like what people say boomers are. Apparently, if you're older than like 25 or 30, you're a boomer. But yeah, I grew up with all this old stuff. I really like this old stuff. I really like the old Transformers animated show, X-Men, you know, Batman, Superman animated shows, 2003, 2002, He-Man and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like, I really like the old stuff. I like the old He-Man too from like '83, and also the old Teenage Mutant Turtles. Like a lot of nostalgic stuff. Also Thundercats, Mega Ranger, C tier. Gingaman, like Mega Ranger is like nostalgic as heck, but like the song's whatever. Oh, yeah, I'll keep it C tier for now. Gingaman, woo! Yeah, yes. I grew up with Gingaman hard. I had more Gingamon. I had about the same amount as Gingamon as probably Dairanger, I think. Like, these two were like my favorites. I gotta put it B tier. I have to. It just deserves it. It just deserves it. Oh yeah, one thing I noticed, or I found out like a while ago about Mega Ranger is that the Blue Ranger is that, or no, the Black Ranger is the leader, and it's not the Red Ranger that's the leader. I think that was a very interesting thing they did. The Gingamon, awesome. I don't know why they didn't like name it Ginga Ranger or something like that. Instead, they changed it to like Gingamon instead of like Ginga Ranger. This one was so good though. It was so good. I really liked watching it. Go 5. The one Lightspeed Rescue was based off of. And I do think that the American Lightspeed Rescue did it better, just because of like, I think the firefighter suits were better. I think the addition of the Silver Ranger was interesting, but yeah. Also, is this the era of the Battleizers? Yeah. The Japanese versions, as far as I know, never had Battleizers. I don't know if I mentioned it in the last video, but this one, but yeah, the Japanese versions hardly have Battleizers until I think Samurai. Or Go Onja, maybe. Oh no. Well, they always have like an upgraded form, but they never give the Red Ranger like a Battleizer. Oh wait, Abba Ranger, the Red Ranger had a Battleizer. Technically the Triceratops form. Go 5, I put it behind Mega Ranger. Timer Ranger. This is the one that actually had like, I think was better in the American version. Like, I thought it was a little bit more mature, and like mostly because like they tried to kill off the future Red Ranger. Oh, I don't like this song. I don't like this song. Very gothic. Like when you see a vampire film, it's always that grand piano that you would see in a church. It's always that. Oh, they got that shutter speed on like 24 frames, like what they do in Kamen Rider Kabuto. If you guys ever watched the behind the scenes on how they film Kamen Rider Kabuto. I don't like this one. I really don't like this one. I will put it under Jetman. Yeah! Oh yeah, Yao Ranger. I really like this one. I grew up with this one too, honestly. Oh man, this brings back memories. I know exactly where I was too when I first watched this. I was at an old house I used to live in that was kind of broken down. It was a house made in like 80 something, and I was living there in like, I think 2009 or something. And it would be at like a brick wall with a furnace under it, TV above it, and it would be a VHS tape put in Gao Ranger. 2001 too. Oh yeah, this came out the year I was born. I will put it. I'll put it B tier. I'll put it B tier. I love this one too. This one had, I think, a really good helmets, really good costume design. All right, this is the boy. This is the GOAT right here. I don't know why I did that, but yeah. I love Hurricaneger. I watched this one, I think, when I was a lot younger. I remember this one specifically as well. I know where I was at. I was at my cousin's house, and we were at the basement. It would be me, my little brother, my cousin, and his little brother, and I think some of my older cousins, and we'd just be sitting down watching Hurricaneger on TV. Like, we had, I think, the VHS tapes of this one. I still have the VHS tape. It's like I think in my living room, in the coffee table. Love this one. I love Hurricaneger. You know what? I'll move Dairanger to A. And I will move. Yeah, I'll put Hurricaneger to A's too. Yeah, I just love these ones. It's super nostalgic. It's so nostalgic for me. Powerrangers. I didn't watch this one growing up. I watched Dino Thunder. I think did I go back and rewatch this one? I don't know if I did. I think I watched a couple episodes. And I do know that it's like based off of like anger and controlling your anger in this one. And I was like, that's such a weird like concept. Use your anger to like change forms and whatnot. But then as more as I watched it, I was like, oh yeah, it makes sense. Like instincts, right? Instincts, get angry, gain power, that type of thing. I was like, this is a good song though. This is a good song. This is a good song. I'll put it behind Gaoranger. Oh yeah, this is Gaoranger and Abaranger are the ones that with like actually high stakes towards the end, because the Blue Ranger I think dies, and then the White Ranger and Abaranger dies, I think, or it's like implied that they died. And I was like, oh shit, as a kid, I was like, this is just crazy. All right, Zenkaiger. Zenkaiger.
SPD スペシャルポリスデカレンジャー燃えるハートでクールに戦う5人の刑事たち彼らの任務は地球に侵入した宇宙の犯罪者たちと戦い人々の平和と安全を守ることである
Okay, okay, I'm liking it. Oh yeah, I do like the American version like a lot, cause like SPD again. Me and my cousins, we grew up with SPD and Hurricaneger, and Dino Thunder, but I like this song. I'll put it above Mega Ranger. Yeah, I'll put it above Mega Ranger. Doggy Kruger, again, the American version did it better. Oh yeah, the suits on this one were like not the craziest. It was slick. It was like slim. And the helmet's like, hey, it makes sense because it's like space, you know? Space police makes sense. Maji Ranger. I think I enjoyed the American version of this one a lot more. Okay. I like this one. I like it. I think when I went back to watch this one, I quit watching it because it was just not as interesting as the American version. I think the American version did a lot better. This is a good foot tapper. I'm literally tapping my feet right now, but I'm not becoming happy feet, but like I like this one. Alright. It deserves a B tier. It deserves a B tier. It deserves a B tier. Yeah, I like the song. Volkenja. I think Volken is adventure in Japanese. Go, 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 go. Oh man, I dig this song. Did I watch this one? No, I watched the crossover of Volkenja and Zenkaiger. Or Operation Overdrive and Jungle Fury. I definitely didn't watch Operation Overdrive, but I did watch Jungle Fury a lot. I marathoned it. I think, like I said in the last episode of the Power Rangers one. I like this song. I'll put it above Maji Ranger. Oh yeah, the American version added the Jack Frost guy. I think that's what it was, or just the glacial guy. Yeah, this one was cool. Oh yeah. Zenkaiger, super Chinese. Super Chinese inspired, or just straight up martial arts inspired. This one had the Jingxi, the ones that the freaking ghouls. I think Chinese ghouls or Chinese zombies. Like, they have to jump and do this because it makes them like warm up and to like fight. It's like Chinese ghosts know how to do martial arts. It was like tiger style, cheetah style, and jaguar style. Oh, I think I'm dumb. Is the Wolf Ranger Muay Thai? Because I know the White Ranger is like judo, right, or karate. It's judo or karate. So is the Wolf Purple Ranger Muay Thai? Because you got the armbands, you know. It reminds me of like Bakwa or Sentai, you know, or Lordzilla. If you guys know your MMA or Muay Thai. I will put it behind Death Ranger or Mega Ranger. Oh yeah, baby! Go Onja! I think I was 7 at the time. Engine Sentai Go Onja. Yeah! I love this one. Go Onja was so good. A tier. A tier. I think some of the older people, well, some people who are older than me who grew up with Power Rangers probably don't really like Go Onja, mostly because it was very like cartoony and whatnot. But as a person who, you know, likes anime and whatnot, I don't mind it because I actually find it more interesting if they give like inanimate objects voices. I just find it more entertaining. Like all these cars, planes, jets, and all that, they all have their own individual being, and I thought it was so cool. Yeah, it was like 2008, I was 7. Yeah, I love this one. Oh yeah, the Gold Ranger is in Kamen Rider Kabuto. Yeah, he's in Kamen Rider Kabuto, and I think he's also in Saber, but that's a maybe. That's a big maybe. No, he's not in Saber, but I know he's definitely in Kabuto. I think I saw a little bit of this one. I don't think I watched the whole thing though. I don't know how many DVDs I have of this one. Okay, the music definitely matches the visuals though. It is... yeah, B tier. It is just good enough that I am almost willing to put an A tier, honestly. I am almost willing to put an A tier. But also, I think Shikenja is just better than Power Ranger Samurai. I think the actors were just better, honestly. Yeah, I really do like this one. Tensho Sentai Goseija. I had some DVDs of this one. I really enjoyed this one too. In this one, the Blue Ranger's, I think, brother or something, that was like the Green Ranger, he died. I was like, yo. I was like, that got kind of dark there for a moment. But it was only for an episode or 2 episodes. Oh man, I like this song. It sounds kind of epic. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Oh, and then this like lion robot ranger guy, like, he's pretty cool too, honestly. Tenso. Alright. I put it behind Shikenja. It's not like that catchy, but it's not like that super hype, but I do love it. Like, it's pretty good. But also a lot of nostalgia factor for me. Literally, I wanted one of those like what do you call it? What do you call it? The transformation face thing? The morphers. I wanted the morphers. Kaizoku Sentai Go Kaiju. This is my favorite one. Just because the concept was so dope. Okay, Adventure Time. Epic Adventure Time. Like, I'm hearing some One Piece. So One Piece action. Also, if you guys made it this far into the video, hey, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. And if you haven't checked out my last One Piece video, go check it out, please. Oh, pretty good. I like the story and the concept of this one a lot. Okay, now I'm liking the song a lot more. You know what? You deserve to be above Zenkaiger. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Yep, I like it. I like this one. Oh, I think this one has a version too, so I'm going to have to skip that one. I only want to listen to the first seasons. Okay, I didn't watch this one, so I don't know what this one is like. Alright. Is he supposed to be like a mix between a stag and a rhinoceros beetle or something? Or Kabuto beetle? You know what? Music just gets better. I will put this one behind Zenkaiger. Did he just say it's morphing time? So now it's... Oh, this is the part where I'm going to have to skip. Alrighty. So... I watched this one, but I don't really remember the opening song that much. I do like this one, but it's on the edge of C tier. It's on the edge of C tier. I want to drop. I want to change its pace to make it B tier. I'll put it bottom B tier. I'll put it bottom B tier. I'll put a bottom B tier, yeah. Oh yeah, this one was the one that was very like Spanish inspired, like especially the carnival I think power up. What's this one? Tokusatsu. Never watched this one. Let's listen to it. Okay. 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 Pumped. I'm getting pumped. Okay. Haikyuu. Kuroko no Basket. What other slice of life sports anime are there? I don't remember. Oh, I like this one. S tier. S tier. I don't even know the concept of this Super Sentai, but I love this opening. I love this opening. It's so enjoyable. Honestly, I like it so much because it just reminds me of like past animes I've seen, like Haikyuu and like Kuroko no Basket. And those are the only two that I can really name because those are the two that I like the most. There's also Days, a soccer anime, and then there's Blue Lock that's coming up, but I don't know. We'll see. What's this one? I don't know if I watched this one. Ninja. Oh, this is what Ninja Steel's based off of. I definitely didn't like Ninja Steel. I don't think I even watched Ninja Steel. I just saw clips of it. Wait, now I'm wondering if I actually did watch it. Because I do remember seeing this. If I did watch it, I probably came back because it was ninjas. And I do like my ninjas because, well, you know, me growing up, you know, ninjas, Hurricanea, nostalgia, you know, anything ninja, you know, I like it. I also was always usually a ninja for Halloween growing up. I do like it. It's teetering on C tier though. Oh yeah, the Gold Ranger from Ninja is a Kamen Rider and Zeo. I do remember that. And he's also a ninja. Yeah, I'll put a C tier. Zuoja. Oh, is this the furry one? Oh god. I think it's the furry one. Oh god. Yeah, it is the furry one. Oh lord. This came out before furry was even a word on Urban Dictionary. Honestly, just oh god. I do like the song though. Bottom beats here. But honestly, furries becoming a thing just ruins it for me. I like this song though. I do like it. Alrighty. Now on to Uchu Sentai Kyurinja. Leo. Me. Any Leos out there? Hashtag Leos. I really do like the concept of this one. Based off constellations and whatnot. Also, there's so many Rangers. Like, how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12! He's pretty much Kamen Rider Ryuki. I like this one. I will put this one B tier. Alrighty. Oh, this was the Cops and Robbers Super Sentai. Man, this kind of makes me want to watch it. I haven't seen the Lupin Ranger versus Power Ranger? Patrol Ranger, something like that. Oh, the text is too small. I can't even read it. I do like it. I do like it, but I think it's more pizzazz than it is like an actual good song. Oh, and this one's a spin-off, so I'm going to be skipping this one. I won't deny that I did like that song, alright? I won't deny that I did like that song. But it's still a spin-off. If I was going to place it, probably a good high B tier. Alright, now do Soulja. The one that I think that the American version is going to screw up because Nickelodeon's on their little trip at the moment. They got misled somewhere in their life. Oh yeah, this one was like super meta. You know, the girl was posting like YouTube videos. I was like, oh, that was crazy. I did watch a little bit of this one. Let me see. I'll put it C tier. I think it's pretty okay. Kira Major. Oh yeah. Who chose the concept for this? Who chose the concept for this? I like the suits, but who chose the concept of like gemstones? Like, who chose this? Were they trying to appeal to a like a younger female audience with all the glittery crystal stuff? I do like the costumes. It's okay. I'll put it behind Lupin Ranger. It's not, you know, all that crazy. Alrighty. Now I think they have a link that doesn't work to Zenkaiger, so I'll be right back. Alrighty. Now that I got it. So, I am currently watching this one. Let me see. Where would I put this one? I'll put it here. I'll put it here. Yeah. I'll put it like top C tier, but yeah. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, it's okay. I think this is the one where they like we're doing like a comedy like Super Sentai, which I don't think makes that a lot of sense, honestly, to make a like comedy Super Sentai, but it's okay for now. It's okay. Some of the comedy just doesn't hit because it's a lot of slapstick comedy, which if you guys don't know what slapstick comedy is like you hit something and you're like, ah! It's a lot of what Jackie Chan does. And so yeah, thought it was okay. So let's take a look at my top picks now. So yeah, let's do that off, and let's move this to the side here, and then make this bigger. So number 1, my favorite song, Tokuja, which that song, straight up is just vibes with anime. And I absolutely love and adore anime, so it deserves an S tier from me. Straight up hardcore bias. You know, if you guys like it, hey, comment down below if you really do like it too. And what anime it reminds you of. Diet Angel, because, well, you know, this is one of my most favorite Super Sentai of all time. Same goes for Hurricanea. Same goes for Go Onja. These are my top 4. And then, I guess 5th is Shikenja. And then honorable mentions, I'm just going to name 3 of them. Gokaiger, Kyurenja, and Goseija. Yeah. But, man, Gingaman and Gaoranger were so amazing. Oranger was so amazing too. Growing up and watching those were so cool. But yeah, that's it for me. I'm going to be filming, I think, Pokemon videos after this. So, look forward to those. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the Kamen Rider video or in my Pokemon videos. So, till then, people, peace out.